to Nella Yoga. So today we're going to do a 15-minute warm-up. This warm-up is going to be great for preparing yourself to go into a full sequence. It's also a really good warm-up as you get started for the day. So we're going to start with a simple, easy pose. So with this pose, you want to be in the most comfortable position. So you can either start with a half lotus by placing one foot on top of the thigh and then the other foot underneath, or you can place both feet on the floor, your heels in line with the center of the body. If this is comfortable for you, then that's great. If your knees are above the hips, go ahead and take a block, or you can take a blanket, roll it up, and sit on top. And sit on top of your block or blanket. So making sure that you're comfortable enough to sit here for quite a few breaths as the initial part of the warm-up, we're going to be seated. So keep your block and bowls or blanket as needed, and you can even take a bolster if that's also comfortable for you, and if you have that at the discretion of your home. So we're going to start by placing the hands gently on the knees. You're going to extend the arms so that it's about an inch or so in front of the knees, sort of relaxing the shoulders down. And then I want you to engage the core. You don't have to place your hand here, but simply be aware of what's going on with your core. As you inhale, expand the belly out, and as you exhale, press gently in the navel towards the spine. Now I say press gently, but you don't want to push and pull. So I'd like for you to think of this breath as an effortless breath. So you're inhaling, you're feeling, and you're allowing gravity to bring the air into the body as your belly expands. And as you exhale, imagine that air at the tip of the nose just releasing and leaving the body. On your inhale, feel that extension through the crown of the head as your spine lengthens. And as you're exhaling, feel the groundedness in your sit bones. If you don't feel quite grounded, you can always remove any sort of flesh from underneath the hips, and this allows you to be firmly planted on the earth. So you can close your eyes here and slowly inhale and exhale. Continuing with your inhales and your exhale. One last deep inhale and exhale. And then we're going to reach the arms up on our inhale, bringing the palms together, exhaling, releasing the hands towards your heart center, pausing here in Anjali Mudra. And you can close your eyes here and set an intention for your practice. Let that intention be the first thing that speaks to your heart. Perhaps it's to be more relaxed, or to feel more centered, or even maybe to remember your breath. Whatever you'd like to focus on and to keep you planted on your mat and not worrying about the things that you have scheduled for later on in the day, or even about the things that have already happened. Just being present, being aware of the body, and being aware of the mind. So as you go through this warm-up, there are going to be things, thoughts, images trying to come at you. Throughout this warm-up, try to acknowledge and let them go. Most importantly, letting them go. Releasing those thoughts. Often we try to make yoga a moving meditation. So in this meditation, try to keep your focus on your mat, keep it on your breath, and if it helps, you can keep it on your intention. So we're going to inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, release your hands to the floor. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, arms down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And on your next exhale, you're going to gently twist to your right side, releasing your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, and then placing your right hand behind you so that you're pressing into the floor, sort of bringing the chest just a little bit forward as you feel that lengthening in the spine. Go ahead and relax the shoulders down, and then take your gaze back behind your right shoulder. So you're looking at the wall behind you. Now if you have any sort of high blood pressure, don't force the twist. Be very gentle with yourself here. And if you're in pretty good health, you can go ahead and on your exhales, gently deepen your twist. On your inhale, feel that extension through the crown of the head. Just 2 more breaths here. Some key parts here as we do that twist is to keep your opposite hip planted on the floor. And inhale as you unwind. And exhale, gently twisting to your opposite side. And then having 3 breaths here. And inhale, unwind, raising the arms to the sky, and exhale, engaging the core, tucking the belly in as you fold forward, releasing your hands to the floor wherever they may land. And then you can release your head if you're right there, and you can release your forearms if that's comfortable. Breathe here for 3 breaths. Fold it forward, inhaling and exhaling. Now is a good time to begin to isolate the breath through the nose as you continue to inhale and exhale in your seated fold. On your next inhale, begin to walk the hands back towards the hips and raise the arms to the sky. And exhale, release your right hand to the floor. Take your gaze past your left thumb and gently do a side bend here. Relaxing your left shoulder down the back. You can take your gaze up to the ceiling if that's comfortable, or you can take your gaze down towards the floor. Fingers extended and long. Try not to put a bend in the elbow here. You want to keep straight arm and really bending at the side in order to keep your elbow straight. And inhale, both arms up. And exhale, left hand to floor, really reaching through your side body. Breathing here, relaxing your right shoulder away from the ear. So this is sort of up in the air, really up there. You want to relax that shoulder down the back and breathe. And inhale, both arms up. And on your next exhale, we're going to roll over the feet and come on to all fours. So once on all fours, you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide, index finger pointing straight ahead, your knees directly underneath your hips. Again, not the width of the body, but thinking more structurally. So your knees should really only be about 6 inches apart. And you want to bring the eye of the elbow, this section right here, towards the front of your room. And then on your inhale, you're going to press your navel down and take your gaze up for cow. And as you exhale, round the back, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Now moving with your own breath at your own pace, moving as slowly as you'd like. Inhale as you take your gaze up. And exhale as you round the back and tuck the chin. And doing this for a few more breaths. A lot of times it's easy to press into the hands when we're rounding the back, but we also want to remember to press into the hands when we're taking our gaze up and pressing our navel down. And on your next inhale, come back to a flat back. Breathing here, and exhale, pressing into the hands. And inhale, we're going to come up onto the legs, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhaling to release your hands to your heart center. On your next inhale, extend your left leg out to the side. You want the edge of your foot parallel to your mat, so it's directly in line with the hips. And inhale, both arms up. And exhale, release your right hand to the floor, taking your gaze past your left thumb. And we're going to take 3 breaths here. And then we're going to reach the left arm past the left ear. Again, taking the shoulder away from the ears. And feeling that line of energy from the edge of your left foot through your side body, through your fingertips. Again, taking the bend out of the elbow. And on your next exhale, rounding as you bring yourself back onto all fours. Inhaling, extending your left leg. Exhaling, releasing your left leg down to the floor. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms up, engaging the core, sending the palms to the ceiling, bringing the hands together as you exhale and release the hands to your heart center. And on your inhale, extend the right leg, raise the arms up, and exhale, release your left hand at your side, and take your gaze past your right thumb. So here you're really focusing on stacking your shoulders. So your shoulders are directly on top of each other. Your arm is neither too far out or too far in. And the same thing goes for the hand on the floor. You don't want it too close in because now you're out of alignment and you'll feel pressure in the wrist. And you don't want it too far out because then you'll begin to feel pressure in the shoulder. So placing it directly underneath the shoulder allows you for that perfect alignment with as least effort, but control. And then on your exhale, reach your right arm past your right ear. Again, feeling that line of energy from the edge of your right foot through your side body, through your fingertips. And breathing here. And on your next exhale, round the back as you release both hands back to the floor. Inhale as you extend your right leg behind you. Exhale, release your right leg to the floor. Sit back onto the heels. And you have just completed your warm-up. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.